Hello guys, today I'm here to say, to make a statement on something that is very special to me, which is Blender, and why I don't know, I'm just feeling that gratitude. Everything that Blender gives me since I went into this path. It was around 2013 in Blender 2.6, right? But it all like starts really to change in around 2015, 2016, and when I really started to use it here and there professionally, then in 2.7, 9, right? Around. I can't remember it exactly, but I can say nowadays I'm working in a company that use fully Blender. I am the one that changed the entire pipeline to Blender in 2021, and actually I was hired for that. And I am I have my own products here. If you see here in Blender Market, I have all those products here, right? Things that I made by myself using Blender. So Blender is my income, basically. Blender is my income for life, and I have a good life. I live well with my wife here in Canada. I came from Brazil. Everyone knows how it's difficult in Brazil to struggling uh, to make money as a 3D artist. Back in the days, I was okay in Brazil. I came to Canada, and I never imagined that one day I would be working with Blender. And but something in this software, this amazing, I love you. I love this software. Something in this software. When I first used it, it was a friend that told me about this software. When I used it, I was a heavily 3D Max professional at that time. In Brazil, I was a heavily professional. I was using 3D Max, but something in this software it was so special at that time. It was so simple, something that it was like different from everything else that I've been seeing in terms of simplicity and how light that software could be, and at the same time how powerful that surprisingly was. Of course, it wasn't as powerful as 3ds Max, or it wasn't Cycles wasn't competing with V-Ray, for example. It was something that I used at that time. And when I give this, but since that day, I was always here and there opening Blender just to draw a cube, a plane in light in cycles, because that was something so easy to do on the viewport, and that keeps me kind of doing a couple extrudes, just pressing E, and that sounds so good. That sounds so uh, pleasing to do, easy to do, right? Artistic friendly. That's the word. Blender is artistic friendly, and the reason is because of this. And this I discovered later on, right? In around 2016, when I was already here, working here in Canada. I started to watch videos from this guy, Pablo. Actually, I started watch the presentations on Blender Foundation from Tom Rosendahl, and I discovered there was a Blender conference, and then my mind blows away because I started to watch the speak of everyone that was speaking there, Blender Guru, and I realized that Blender was all about people. It was different from everything else. At that time, it didn't matter for me if it was a company trying to make money or whatever. I was just looking for the best standard software. And my plan was dig into Maya, learn Maya, and then go into the industry because that was what every student used to use back in the days. And my plan was to study Maya and go, uh, but there was that feeling on the back of my thoughts, like saying you were a 3D artist, you love 3D art, then you have to check this software. You have to check Blender and understand the basic of it because it's a free software in your area that's out there, and it's your duty to know that. It was kind of my duty at least to understand the basics, right? So I could say to everyone else, I can open Blender, draw a cube, I know more or less. And then I started to dig more into Blender. It wasn't my plan to stay there, but I couldn't leave anymore. That's the point. I couldn't leave. I even tried. I even tried to install Maya and keep learning Maya altogether, but my real wish was always go back to Blender because I feel that environment was cozy and was nice. It was so good to work with all the simplicity. Yeah, I could feel the limitations. I was hating couple limitations, but at the same time, just realized that I could deliver my art using that software, which was free and was so light. It sounds so uh, liberating me, giving me freedom, and I love that. And I couldn't just leave until now, right? I couldn't leave that software. And for the sake of my happiness, that the software evolves more and more, and then comes 2.8, changes everything, and then it keeps growing, growing. The community starts to spread all over the world more and more, and Blender grows, and now studios are required Blender artists. That's something so meaning to me. That's something so special because at the very beginning, for the sakes of everyone else, and then when I discovered this guy, Pablo Vasquez, and this guy, Dalai Finto from Brazil, that were so passionate about what they are doing right in the community. And everyone else, people that I didn't know, and then I started to see in the videos this guy, Bastien, and Brett, and who else? The Zibran is this how it sounds? I don't know, Zibran. This guy that it's amazing developer. It's great and lots of great people. But this guy, I started to follow Pablo every Monday. Every Monday I was waiting for Blender today. I was waiting for Blender today. And that sounds like every week I knew what was going to happen in Blender. And there is no other software out there that does the same thing. Even today, there's no other software out there that could even look at this and copy this. And this is so fluent. This is so natural. This is so beautiful. That's the word for Blender. It's a beautiful piece of work together. It means humanity working together to make something that is good for everyone. That's the meaning of Blender. And that's why I love to say that I'm fully committed in Blender donation, and I'm fully committed on spread Blender uh, around the world as much as I can, right? And I hope it keeps growing. I know it will keeps growing because we reach a point now that it's not there's no way back unless we all school that up. But the wishes of the community and the vibe and the direction and the desire of keeping it becoming better and better as a software for everyone else is still there. Is still there. This guy, I met this guy, Tom Rosenthal, in person twice. and one in SIGGRAPH here, and he was so humble. He looked like that wasn't the guy that created Blender. He was humble. He was there as anyone else, talking, giving you time to talk with him whatever you want, for the reason that he likes to hear about Blender. And everyone else is the same. Everyone here involved in this project is the same. Look, the online team. There is an online team. I didn't know that this guy is an online team. Jack Luke. This guy developed so many things in Blender, right? And I started to know these guys by Blender today and know the conference and everything else. And I just realized that I've been part of something very, very special. And I'm so thankful that it is what is related to my daily use tool for my income. And that's amazing. I love that. And I want to say a big thank you for the community, for everyone that has been working on this software. Keep going, because you guys are being part of something that is so revolutionary in this world, especially in the world that we are living nowadays with AI and all the corps trying to get a piece of that cake in terms of money and not really listening the consumers. That's for Nvidia, that's for AMD, that's for everyone else that are just right now looking to the big bill of money and not for the people. But this is a piece of software that look for the people. The same for Godot, the same for GIMP, the same for all the open source softwares, Krita that's out there now. Now, this 2026 year for me is gonna be mind blowing. I expect this year to be very different because look at this. This is not Microsoft anymore. This is Linux, right? I took lots of risks in jumping into Linux for me personally because I'm a Windows user and I use lots of software in Windows, right? But I'm figuring out Linux and I like it. And I have such a similar feeling of when I started to understand Blender world in here in Linux, right? I don't like the haters of Microsoft, the haters of anything, right? I just like the possibility of doing something freely, right? Free of being watching, free of being uh, part of a commercial game that I would ended up uh, buying something because someone else is pushing that to me, not because I really think that's good, you know. And this is also part of it, Linux, right? Linux, Blender, and open source software. So I truly love you guys, and I wish you the best in your life forever. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.